All right, Hunter, this is from last Sunday. I think it was the 22nd, 21st, something like that. I'm seeing some stuff on here that I really have never really noticed that much until I compare you a little bit with someone other. And I watch your front shoulder kind of stay out. Like, if you go back and look at this video of Anthony, and I'll show you him again, and I'll show you some other side-by-side groupings with. And we were talking about right there how far that ball got back and deep into the zone, and in fact it did. But if you look at your swing, I mean, you definitely have your follow-through I'm really happy with. It is your pre-contact position. If you look right here, you know, where your elbow, your back right elbow comes down and almost towards the middle part of your stomach versus his. Austin does the same thing. He keeps his elbow back behind his hip a little bit, keeps his hand. That allows him to keep his hands a bit closer as he starts to rotate. You're rotating, your hips and shoulders rotate exactly the same time. So it's like your hips and hands are moving at the same time, and I want it to be hips slightly ahead of your shoulders. And it's going to be tough, you know, because you can see right there your hands are moving back, but your front shoulder, I'd like to see it come down a little bit more. When I slow these down, and it's just you watching yourself, so your follow through when you make contact is really good. But if you know fastballs are coming, and see kind of how your elbow kind of gets in front of your hip a bit, I'd like to keep that elbow back behind your hip, and that's going to give you much more power. It's also going to allow you to wait. When you see the rotation, you're not going to get fooled as much. You know, a lot of times I would change the speed, and it definitely would have an impact on whether or not you were on time or not on time. Bringing his front shoulder in, you're just kind of leaving yours out a little bit. But you know, you can get away with it because you have good bat speed, and you have, you know, definitely a good follow through. So that's definitely going to help you. Seeing these off speed, and I'm really encouraged the way you're looking at those off speed pitches that weren't strikes. So that's a good thing. And you saw there that, you know, that amount of torque that you're generating in your swing is kind of throwing your foot over. And these are off-speed pitches. When I started mixing in off-speed pitches with fastballs, and it's like you know, you didn't quite pick up the rotation or something. But you know, I want you to weight back, keep your weight back a little bit better. And I think if you bring that front shoulder in and that elbow down back towards your navel a little bit more, it's going to allow you to weight back and not get fooled on the off-speed pitches. We'll work more on this later when you get back together. Look back at this video, and we'll get back together this weekend.